In nature, survival has never been easy. With predators always lurking, many animals have evolved ways of defending themselves so strange they are hard to believe, going far beyond ordinary strength or speed. So which species is truly the master of defense in the animal world? Let us find out right now. Coming in at number 10, the spitting cobra. The spitting cobra's defense mechanism lies in its fangs, which have venom exit holes facing forward, combined with venom glands that build up high pressure. This structure works like a tiny nozzle, allowing the venom to cover the face of a threat from a distance. The venom of this snake is especially irritating to the cornea, creating an intense burning pain, watering eyes, and a temporary loss of vision. The most astonishing part is that the whole system is specialized to disable the enemy's eyes, turning sight into the greatest weakness against this long-range defense. Number 9. The velvet worm. The velvet worm's defense relies on a protein-rich slime stored in two special glands near the mouth. When pulled on, the slime quickly forms tough, sticky threads that cling very firmly. This gluey layer can coat the legs, mouth, or body of an enemy, making it hard for them to move and stripping away their ability to keep attacking. Thanks to this biological glue system, a soft, weak creature can still pin down an opponent without needing fangs or hard armor. Number 8. The electric eel. Most of the electric eel's body is made up of thousands of electricity-generating cells. They are arranged in series, like tiny batteries, so the voltage of each cell can add up into a very powerful current. The water surrounding its body becomes a conducting medium, so this power directly affects any creatures posing a threat nearby. The eel's current disrupts the signals between nerve and muscle, causing pain, muscle spasms, and a brief loss of control in its opponent. That way, the opponent can be disabled before it ever harms the eel. Because the eel's whole body is almost one giant biological battery, it turns electricity into a defense that very few animals can withstand. Number 7. The hairy frog. The hairy frog's defense lies in the toes of its hind feet, where the final bones carry curved, sharp tips that sit just beneath the skin. Unlike ordinary claws made of keratin, this frog's defensive structure is a direct part of its skeleton. The bone tips are held in place by special connective tissue, but they can break free from their anchor and pierce through the skin of the foot when the defense is triggered. Because of that, the soft foot becomes a system of bony claws capable of injuring an attacker at close range. Using the skeleton itself as a weapon makes this an extremely rare defense mechanism in the amphibian world. Number 6. The horned lizard. The horned lizard has a special network of blood vessels around its eyes and head. This system can build up high pressure, while tiny vessels near the eyelids act as an exit for the blood. Because of this structure, the blood can be released as a thin jet aimed out from the eye area, forming a very rare long-range defense. The strength of this mechanism usually lies in its ability to disturb and distract a predator. The horned lizard's blood has a taste that is especially unpleasant to many members of the dog family, such as the coyote. So this defense combines both the pressure of the blood vessels and the natural properties of the blood itself, turning the circulatory system around the eyes into a kind of self-defense weapon. Instead of relying on venom, fangs, or a large body, it uses its own blood to create a defensive barrier that is both surprising and unpleasant to an enemy. Number 5. The sea cucumber. Some sea cucumbers have special tubes inside their bodies, called Cuvierian tubules. These tubes are very soft, can stretch out sharply, and have a high stickiness. When they come together, they form a thick biological net that is hard to remove. The defensive value of this system lies in its ability to cover and entangle a predator. The sticky tubes can obstruct the mouth, gills, or moving parts, making it hard for the opponent to keep attacking. In some species, the layer of tubes also contains an irritant or a toxin, which raises the defensive effect considerably. Although the sea cucumber's body is soft and has almost no external weapons, it comes equipped with a biological net right inside its body cavity. This system is both highly sticky and able to regenerate, creating a very unusual defense mechanism in the world of marine animals. Number 4. The Iberian ribbed newt. The Iberian ribbed newt's defense relies on its own rib bones. These bones are long, sharp, and sit very close to the skin on both sides of the body. When the defense system is triggered, the bone tips can push out, forming a row of sharp spines running down both sides of the body. The special part lies in the skin surrounding the rib tips. This area contains many venom-secreting glands, so the bony points are both sharp and coated with a substance that causes burning, pain, and irritation. The combination of hard bone, sharp tips, and toxin creates a layer of protection on the Iberian ribbed newt that is very hard to approach, so that any predator getting too close risks being injured. Number 3. The exploding ant. The exploding ant has an abdomen specialized, like a pressure chamber. Inside are long glands holding a thick, sticky, irritating chemical fluid. Surrounding this system is the abdominal wall, which has certain spots thinner than usual, combined with muscles strong enough to create great pressure. 3 parts, the chemical glands, the thin wall, and the pressure-building muscles, form a controlled self-destruct mechanism known as autothesis. The ant's body is therefore both a place to store a weapon and a part of the whole defense system. The fluid inside has very high stickiness and contains compounds that are unpleasant to other insects. This property makes it a last line of defense against creatures invading the nest. This is a special kind of defense, meant for the whole colony, because the value of the mechanism lies in its ability to protect the community behind it. The exploding ant does not need thick armor or strong venom. The combination of body pressure and chemical fluid turns its abdomen into a complete biological bomb. Number 2. The hagfish. Along both sides of the hagfish's body are dozens of special glands holding a slime-producing substance and countless tiny fibers. The slime-producing substance gives the defense high stickiness, while the tiny fibers form a framework like a net. When combined with seawater, even a very small amount of the substance is enough to create a large mass of slime that is very hard to clean off. This structure becomes especially dangerous to predatory fish, because they rely on their gills to take oxygen from the water. Gills are made of many small slits and need a continuous flow of water. Meanwhile, the hagfish's slime can cover these slits, reducing the water passing through and seriously obstructing the breathing of other species. So this animal's defense does not need to injure skin or muscle. Instead, it directly targets the most vital part of a predator's survival, the respiratory system. A soft, weak creature, with no hard armor and no venom, carries within its body a substance that can turn seawater into a trap that suffocates an opponent's gills. This is exactly why the hagfish is considered one of the species with the strangest defense mechanisms in the ocean. Number 1. The bombardier beetle. The bombardier beetle has a defense mechanism like a miniature chemical cannon. Inside its abdomen are separate compartments to hold the substances it needs, so that they pose no danger to the body while they remain kept apart. Behind the storage compartments is a special reaction chamber, where high temperature, vapor, and great pressure are created. It is this pressure that drives the hot mixture out through a nozzle at the end of the abdomen. That mixture can cause burning pain and strong irritation, making it hard for a predator to keep attacking. So the beetle's entire system acts as a long-range defense, helping it stand up to opponents far larger than itself. Inside this mechanism are also tiny valves that control the pressure and pulses. Because of them, the hot mixture does not escape all at once in a single large blast, but is broken into many short bursts in a row. This control both protects the beetle from the heat inside and helps the system stay effective over many uses. From the storage compartments, the heat chamber, and the pressure valves to the nozzle at the end of the abdomen, every part connects together like a complete machine. It is this special structure that makes the bombardier beetle a true bomb dropper, with an entire self-defense cannon hidden right inside its body. As you can see, the animal world is full of survival strategies, far stranger than we imagine. Each defense mechanism shows just how creative nature can be when life is placed in danger. Which species on this list impressed you the most? Leave a comment, like the video, and subscribe to the channel to keep discovering other fascinating secrets of the wild.